Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria.
And I'm Rosetta. And thank you everyone for joining us for another one of our chats. We're so excited. And thank you everyone for returning. If you love supporting our channel and you've been watching our chats, thank you for returning back. If you're new, then don't forget, we'd love for you to hit that like icon, as Gloria's doing, the thumb icon, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification if you don't want to miss any of our chats. You'll be the first to be notified if you do. So thank you. And we are again Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. And we love to talk about teas when we first start our chat. So this week, I'm going to start by sharing a tea that I'm drinking. And this tea is from Sipology, and it's called Immunity Booster. We all need that, right?
Yeah.
And these are the ingredients. It's a herbal tea, and it's licorice, number one ingredient, woo, 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 licorice, cinnamon, burdock root, ginger, dandelion root. I love dandelion root, fennel, which tastes like licorice, aniseed, another one that tastes like licorice. I have so much licorice in my tea today. Juniper berries. I have no clue how that tastes because I've heard of it, but I've never tried it. Coriander, black pepper, parsley, sage, cloves, and turmeric. Oh my goodness, there's so much in this tea today I'm drinking. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, called Immunity Boost. And I have my tea steeper here. Ta-da. There you go. You see that? I didn't put as much water in this time because I'm going to pour it over ice. I'm making iced tea.
Nice.
So I got my little cup, filled it with ice here. If you can see. Can you see the ice cubes right there?
We can see your ice.
Gonna put it in, sit it on top. Let's see. You can't see. See how it drops into the steeps and it goes into my cup.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
And do a bit more there. I just don't want it to overflow with all the ice.
No.
I did it one time when we were doing a chat and I spilt
all over your desk.
So I don't want to. All right. So this is my immunity booster. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Yum, yum, yum. And Gloria's going to tell us what she's drinking.
Yes. And I've decided I love celestial samplers. Let me get it so you can see sampler. Ta-da.
There's herbal tea. I see.
Yes. Yes. Well, I want you to see what it is it's a sampler. So it gives you many different options. Let's see. Okay.
Well, so, I can see the peppermint.
Yes, you know that. So we have peppermint, lemon zinger, honey, vanilla, chamomile, and sleepy time. And of course, chamomile by itself. So today I decided to try the honey, vanilla, chamomile. And the ingredients are, I'm having some eye issues, a little eye challenge. So my sister dropped off these little reader glasses for me that she said are cute. So I'm going to put them on so I can read. So the lemon zinger is hibiscus, rose hip, roasted chicory, orange peel, lemongrass, lemon peel, whole dried lemons, and natural lemon flavor and natural citrus acid. So that's what's in my tea of the day.
Nice.
My little sample. Yes. So, like you said, cheers.
Cheers. And the glasses look wonderful on you. I like them. Oh. I actually have readers that are that shape as well.
Hey. Yes. That's good to know.
When we get up there, right? Past a certain age, we're going to start needing readers.
That's right. You know, I had my eyes checked yesterday, and by the grace of God, I'm still 20/20. However, as we continue to age, one day you'll see me with some beautiful glasses. I love, you know, like Oprah, she made those thick glasses famous. I like those glasses. I think they look hot. I think as a female executive, they make you look really cute.
Well, I do like Oprah in glasses because she's always worn glasses on and off, right?
Yeah,
But
right.
there's one pair that's kind of a bit too big for her, I think.
Well, yes, I agree. There was one, they looked, I mean, they were bigger than her face.
Yes,
Very different.
different.
Yes. So we always like to kick our chats off with our girl, Ellen. Ellen reminds us to be kind to one another. And during COVID, she also asked us to listen to one another and just be more conscious of our thoughts and our actions. So as we all know, Ellen has been off doing things. She's been having, I think it's about a week and a half co-host. So she weeds in and weeds out, and then she has co-hosts. This week she had Twitch. Tiffany Haddish has done a round, and oh my God, I can't think of the lady's name now, but she's really funny. She had another person. So wherever you are, Ellen, whatever you're doing, we hope you're safe. Life is good. We know you're working on 19 because 19 is going to be fabulous.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And we know that you're going to be going on vacation soon. So hopefully you go somewhere fun, exciting. We'll all hear about that when you return for season 19.
Yay, so true. So let's talk about the Bachelorette. I don't know about you. I was in so many aha shock moments. So why don't you tell me, what did you think of the last Bachelorette with Katie?
I was shocked and I was happy all at the same time, and I was annoyed at the same time. I don't know what to think. All the emotions came out in one show. So as you know, Katie, I love her to death. She says what she feels. She puts up with no crap. Oh,
right.
Flicking my hair. Puts up with no crap. And the same with this episode. She put out no crap. I'm so glad that Thomas came out and spoke to her and said, yes, he initially joined the Bachelorette because he knew that'd be a stepping stone. Maybe he could become the Bachelor one day. So I love that he's honest, but then I'm thinking, why would you come on a show and actually say that? That doesn't make sense. Number one, I wouldn't even come on the show if I were you. Or number two, come on the show and just shut up about it. But I'm glad you came on the show and you said it. But the thing, didn't it made it seem like she was okay with him because she told everyone to be upfront and honest. And that's what he was. She did like the fact that he was honest, and that's what she wanted, upfront and honesty. And then comes the rose ceremony, and I'm like, all the other guys are like, he better not get the last rose. He better not get the last rose. And I'm thinking, she's going to give it to him. Of course she's going to give it to him. Then she calls his name, and guess what she says? You told me things I wanted to hear. What I learned about you tonight is you're selfish, unkind, and a liar.
Yes.
Your Bachelor audition ends tonight. So get out. She told him to get out.
Yes.
I was shocked, but I was happy because just like the other men, they're like, what? Oh my God, what the? And then all of a sudden she comes out with this. This is great. But what I did not like the fact was that she didn't give him the rose, so she should have given it to someone else. I was waiting for her to give it to someone else. So I'm shocked. But then all of a sudden you see Tasha coming on, and she says, I have someone that wants to meet you from my season. And it's Blake.
Yes.
So Blake wants to come on, just like, who was it? Was it Heather or Hannah last Bachelorette with Matt James? She came on and Matt says, I've already got these relationships for 6 weeks with these other girls. I think you need to leave. But Blake comes on, and I'm like, why would she give him another chance? This is ridiculous. There's all these men that have been growing fond of
Right.
her. She's already got some kind of a relationship bond with them. It's kind of unfair, I think, to why would they do this? Two seasons in a row to bring someone else on 6 weeks
At the
into the
last minute.
show,
Yeah.
but she actually keeps him on. Shocker of all things. She keeps him on and says, let's see how it goes. In my
Yeah.
opinion, I don't think that that's the right thing to do. I think that's just unfair for the other men. They've been doing their darndest and their best to make relationship with her. And here's this other guy waltzing in thinking that he's right for her. They're all thinking they're the right guy for her.
Yes.
So what
Yes.
makes you think that you're just an exception? Well, she chose you, Blake, and we'll see how it goes. But my top guy that I like is Greg. I'm sorry, but I do like Greg. I'm excited for Greg. Thomas is gone. Bye-bye, Thomas. Blake, question mark. And Trey,
Yeah.
remember Trey? He was the one that approached Katie and said Thomas is not here for the right reason. So I
Right.
like him for that, for speaking up, because she likes people like that. And she did the same in her when she was on The
First
Bachelor, Matt James season. So
yes.
I'm just loving the direction. The only thing that I'm questioning is Blake. Why? So all the emotions, and I'm so glad Thomas is gone. But Greg is my top. And then I'm going to pass it over to Gloria and see what you think and your thoughts and your opinions on everything.
Well, I completely agree with you. I thought Trey did a great job, stepping up, even though some of the guys were like, oh, he shouldn't have done it. And now you're going to shift the whole process away from what Katie wants and what Katie needs to, dealing with, all of the garbage. However, I think it shows that he's there for the right reason. I am interested to see how things turn out. So we will continue to talk about this. I love the fact that she is a, take no prisoner, get it done kind of girl. The other sad thing was with Blake coming back, they did a little preview at the end and it looks like she really likes him. And now there's going to cause even more chaos in the house because the guys are going to feel like, who are you to just waltz in and take a place from somebody that's been here since the beginning? So I think there's a lot more to come, a lot more.
Yeah, I think it's wrong that the producers actually decided to bring anyone back. This is not how it's been in the past seasons.
Exactly. So today is Social Media Day. It started June 30th, 2010. So if you don't do a lot or ever, once a day do a post, today's a good day to honor Social Media Day, right, Rosetta?
Yeah, and I had no idea of Social Media Day because I do post on social media quite a lot, especially Instagram. And I did not know. And they say, if you're going to post today and honor that, put the hashtag SM Day. So for all you out there, don't forget SM Day is the hashtag. Like it makes a difference. I don't really know, but that's what it is today. So.
All right. So today, as I just said, is June 30th, 2021. And it is the last official day of Pride Month. It has been an amazing month of celebrating. And one of the things that I thought was pretty beautiful, Forbes did an article, and we'll put the link down below, highlighting Juneteenth and Pride Month. And they identified 10 spectacular individuals that they wanted to recognize for their contributions. So the first person I want to talk about, her name is Marsha P Johnson. She never used the word transgender to describe herself. She was a revolutionary trans activist, and she's widely known as one of the leading figures. Can't talk today. Leading figures in the Stonewall riot outside the gay bar on Christopher Street. And both she and Sylvia Rivera claimed to be there when 6 nights of rioting in the early hours of June 28th, 1969. That was the beginning of Pride. And it started on the 28th, and by the 30th, that is like when they felt that they had made a contribution, and it was a successful event from their side, and they declared it Pride. So she was actually there, and she is African American. One of the persons that I think she is so beautiful is, what is my girl's name? Laverne Cox. I got to watch her on Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
I just think she's beautiful. You know, once again, she is a transgender. She's a successful actress. She has made significant strides in the entertainment industry. She is both a Emmy nominated and a Emmy winning activist. And I think that's just amazing. You all know I love, love, love me some Billy Porter. And Billy Porter is also a trailblazing actor. He is very close to becoming an EGOT. I think he's got the Emmy, he's got the Tony. I think he has, if he doesn't
is it Golden
have the
Globe?
No, it's Emmy, Oscar, Tony, and Grammy.
Okay, Grammy, that's it. Yeah.
So he says that he's working on some new music, but he started out, his fame came from Broadway, you know, the Tony. He's been working on a new show, so he's going to do a new show this year, and he's going to release new music. So I think what he needs is an Oscar. I don't know if he's ever done a big film. I know he's done little films, but most of his larger presentations are Tony. So he's got that, but I want him to get that because I think that's amazing. Then we have Garen Keith Gaynor. He's the managing editor at the Griot and the host of the Dear Culture podcast. He speaks his unique experiences growing up as a gay Black man and his journey of learning to live freely within his truth. I mean, it is hard to, you know, put yourself out there like that. So I think that he has done an amazing job as well. The next person that I wanted to highlight is, her name is Laurie Lightfoot. And Laurie is, well, she's both Chicago's first Black female openly LGBTQ plus mayor. And she is, she also made history in the United States through her position in political office. She's always standing up for the people who are not actually being viewed and heard. So I think that's awesome. Chris Weatherspoon, I think he is so cute. He is an entertainment journalist, producer, entrepreneur. He is the founder and CEO of Pop Viewers. It's a multimedia platform. And a lot of people might know him because he's one of the guys that comes on Wendy Williams when she talks about, give me the down and dirty, the ins and out. So he does a lot of communications like that with her. So that's really cool. Phil Wilson is an HIV/AIDS activist. He founded the Black AIDS Institute in 1999 following his own positive diagnosis and the death of his partner. So he is out there doing great work. A lot of people might not know it, but Lena Waithe is the creator and executive producer of The Chi. The Chi is a new show that's getting a lot of acclimates from people saying that it's just giving a different view of Chicago and the insight into some of the things that are going on. She said that as a Black woman, it was time for Black LGBTQ plus characters to take a lead and not just be sitting on the sidelines. Karamo Brown, we all knew him from The Real World, Philadelphia. he was one of the first Black gay men to come out. And he also did Queer Eyes. I love the show with the Queer Eye guys because they actually,
yes, I didn't
yeah,
know he was on Real World. I had no clue. I'm like, who's the guy on Real World? I have no clue.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
okay. I
why I
like
figured,
him. He's cute. Did not know he was gay. And I was like,
yes,
oh, it's okay. He's gay, but I still think he's really cute.
yes, you and I both think he is really cute and he has done an amazing job. And they just did a reunion about the original 5 Queer Eye guys.
Oh,
Yes. So one of the things Andy Cohen is doing is going back through reality TV and giving people a new visual to a lot of things. So that's someone else that I think you all would be like, aha, a surprise. Jason Collins is a retired NBA basketball player. He did a 13-year career, and he was the first openly gay athlete to play in any of the 4 major American professional sports. So this just gives you an idea that the pride is felt throughout the community. And even though I'm not a LGBTQ plus specific individual, I am in support of anyone being able to live their truth and live their lives. So that's just an example of some of the amazing people in our world that's trying to make a difference, so that if a child is born into the world and they feel a little disconnect, that they know that there's a place for them in the world, and there are places and services, because a lot of these people commented that when they, were younger, there was no place to go. So I'm just grateful for now we have places for them to go, and, places and people to talk to. So we just wanted to highlight, like I said, we'll put the link down below so that you can check it out. So it's just like a continuation of Juneteenth into, Pride. So Rosetta had started to share with us last week. She found these 4 siblings who have been taking a picture pretty much in the same layout that they did for 40 years. So she was going to share some more information about that with us today.
yes, I am. And well, what I didn't do was take a picture from every single year. That's too many pictures, even though they showed it, all the different pictures over the 40 years. That's just too many. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures, and I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully I can find it, because I did put it together. And it shows, it's pretty amazing. So it's four siblings. One of the siblings' husband is a photographer, and it started when he took a picture of his wife and her siblings, and then they decided to make it an annual thing. So they took the same picture with the same pose. It was the same pose. They were standing in the same positions every year for 40 years, and the years are from 1975 to 2017. So that was more than 40 years, 42 years. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show it to you. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, let's see if I can find. Here you go. Can you see that?
Wow. Yes. Look
so
at that.
Here, I don't know if you can see my cursor moving. Can you see my cursor moving?
Yes.
So this picture here is 1975 of all 4 of them.
Wow.
And then this is 1985, 1995, 2005. And then here we have the last one, 2017.
Amazing.
And it's hard to see the changes if you do it every single year. But if you spread it out, you can see the change. Like look from 1975 to 2017. Look at them.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at. Wow.
It's
and
crazy.
It's also cool to see the clothing trends.
Yes. So every year that they had taken a picture, there was some wording below it, just describing like the year and what would have been popular and what kind of things they would have done that year. like, in the 80s, there would have been this, and then in the 90s, it would have been this, and, 75 would have been this. But that's something that is just, to me, fascinating, just to be able to capture that, because it's memories, right? I mean, to
Absolutely.
us, it doesn't mean anything what seeing these sisters, but to the sisters, how much memories could they be looking at the
Yes.
pictures and remembering the time of their life and what they were
Yeah.
doing, and how we go back and we start making fun of ourselves. Hey, remember that time you were doing this and I was doing that?
Yeah.
I'm just like thinking, like me and Gloria, we were talking last week because we had started this conversation about how, a lot of people had been doing scrapbooking. Scrapbooking was a big thing in
Yes.
2000, early 2000s, with all the scrapbooking shops and all the workshops and places you could go and scrapbook and just spend a day there. And that's the same thing, right? Taking these
Right.
pictures and just having memories. That's all we have, right? Is memories. It's not about the things, it's about
Yeah.
memories. It's
Yes.
amazing. Wow. It's like,
Yeah.
you can really tell by looking at someone's face that the lives that they've led, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yes. I mean,
crazy.
look at 75. They look so young and carefree. And they almost, you could even put like a little adage and say, some of them wanted to take the pictures, like the girl with her arms crossed. She's like, just take the shot. Just get the picture. I'm done. And, but then by 85, they're more together. Her arms aren't crossed anymore. They're just more together. I think you said the other one is the one to the left is 95. That one
95.
I
Look
think
at
is the
that.
sweetest. That one, if you look at
Oops.
75 to 95, I think that one is more sweet.
Yes, yes. And then 2005, the one lady is like not even looking at the camera.
Yeah, I mean, it's really funny. I think that one was the best because um other than that, one person is like, it's that old take the shot. And we don't know how many pictures that he took before he says, okay, I got it. Because sometimes I got it can take one shot, it can take 10 shots, 20 shots.
I know, I know. So if any of you watching out there are looking at this saying, this is something we do, we'd love for you to comment and
Yes.
just say, what is it that you do that's a tradition that you do every year? Because I know a lot of people do reunions every year with their family, extended family. I'd love to hear about that. We did for my
Yes.
husband's side of the family. This was when my husband was really young, really, really young, right? They had
Right.
a photographer. They brought a photographer in and took pictures of the family and the extended aunts and uncles, because his mom is an mother of siblings. Sorry, not mother, sibling. She has 9 brothers and sisters, and they took a picture then when the kids were really, really young. And then we took a picture. We did another reunion in 2000. What was it? 2001, and that was when some of the grandkids, nieces and nephews and things like that. And
Right.
it's pretty amazing to just put the pictures side by side and try and figure out, well, who's that? Which aunt is that? Which uncle is that? So I really like that. That's a really good. I love it. I love it. I love seeing these kind of pictures. Do you have
Yes.
anything that you do like that with your family, Gloria?
We used to do all kinds of, get-togethers and things like that. And like you said, we take pictures and I'm the mom aunt who, godmother who has pictures on her refrigerator. And, sometimes people will come in and they'll go, oh my God, that's me. And like save the picture I have on my refrigerator. Say she's like 5 and now in real life she's 22. And she's like, oh my God, that's me. And of course, they want to steal my picture. I'm like, no, you can take a picture of a picture, but you can't have my picture. So I agree. It's all about the memories. And I think these sisters, even though, we can tell there's a little give and take there, I think they would give nothing to not have these pictures.
It's
because
amazing.
these pictures will start conversations. Do you remember? And like I would say to my sister that's got her arms folded, what was wrong with you? What were you thinking? And we would just kind of laugh it off and talk about it.
I love that. I love that. I'm gonna stop sharing and go
Yes.
back to us. I love that. And then I don't know if you do this, but every year for Christmas, people send me like pictures. They used to send like a Christmas card, and then they would send a picture in there, and some would
Right.
do a little life, like what happened this past year. But over the years, more people have been doing digital cards, holiday cards, instead of real cards, right? They get them printed in Shutterfly or whatever, right? And every year I've been saving them. So I've got like it's like a proper shoebox, but it's really meant for photos and stuff. And I
Right.
have it of families that the kids are really young and now they're like graduated from high school. So I've kept,
Wow.
so that's amazing. I love doing things like that.
Yes, I think that's cool. That's wonderful. So, Rosetta and I were always talking to you all about, climate change, and people keep saying, oh, it's just weather. No, it's not. And over the last week, oh my goodness, we had a few days of heat. Washington State, which is very coastal, so it's they might have a summer period where it's warm. It's just that it's like 80s and 90s. They've been in the triple digits so long, they've just forgotten about it. I have a friend in Vegas, and I asked her, I'm like, last week you were at 118, and she says it's been hot so long, I can't tell you when it wasn't hot. Colorado, there are things that are happening all over the United States as well as all over the world. So last week we experienced a it was just devastating event in Surfside, I think it's called, Surfside, Florida. A building that was built on the sands of the beach. I'd say a third of it collapsed. The sad part is that 139 people are still missing from the residency of the complex, and 16 people have lost their lives. Now, the members of the first rescuers and the local officials are saying nobody will be left behind. This is going to be a search and rescue or a search and discovery until every body is counted for. And I hope that more people feel comfortable just knowing they're not going to give up. I can't imagine what it's like. This one lady, she said that she was in the building in her bed, and she said that she heard a rumble, and then she said the building started to shake. Well, on was it Tuesday? Was it yesterday? We had an earthquake here in the Bay Area. And our earthquake, initially, it was near where I live. So it went from a 4.2 when it was announced, down to a 4.0, down to a 3.8. However, when something like that happens, you just feel a sense of uncontrol because it's going to do what it's going to do. So the people that were in bed, some of them got up and they said they had a natural instinct to run, and they got out of the building. We don't know what happened to the rest. We will continue to monitor this. Our thoughts and prayers are with the members of the families that they just don't know. We don't even know, because of COVID, were people there? Were they on vacation? So there's a lot of unknowns. So it's going to take a while for this to come out and be clear.
And the sad thing is that this building is not even that old. It was only built in the 80s. So for that to happen, there's been buildings that have been built way earlier than the 80s. And for that to happen, it's really, really sad. Could you imagine 1 minute you're in bed, the next minute your whole building collapses?
Yeah. And some of the people have shared that there were issues with the building, and that the management of the building had basically told the tenants, you're either going to end up having to spend $80,000 or $300,000 to help fix whatever was going on. So now the people, the residents are like, is this what you were forecasting? Is this what you've been worried about? So it's like you said, Rosetta, I mean, for you not to have any idea that your life and your family's life is at risk, that's horrible.
Well, I think they knew, they just didn't tell, not the residents. I'm talking about the landlord, and they should have known, because there were like reports of, the structural beams that it stands on were having cracks. So that should have been an indicator right there at the beginning. Whether you see one crack, two cracks, three, one crack is enough to say that this is serious. This is what the building is being held on. That's the weight of the building on that one beam. So that's pretty, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's just very, very sad. And we really, really hope that they find more people. I mean, yeah, you're saying at this point it's rescue and discover right now, right? Because it's been over a week.
Yeah, but they're hoping, because people have been under rubble for a week and been okay. So we don't know, because they say if the structure fell and it's somehow intact, they might not be in the best condition. However, they could still be alive. So they have also reached out to other facilities. And I know that President Biden is going to go down and view this himself. And he is also setting up so that they can backfill with the current resources so they can rest. And then there'll be a constant flow of people trying to get to. Yes.
Yeah. So our thoughts and prayers are with everyone. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So, the BET award show happened on Saturday. I missed it. The one thing that I did hear, and I'm so excited, Cardi B is going to have another baby. I think that she is just such a cute little thing, and she's so proud of her little tummy. Her little outfit was just so cute.
She came on and I'm like, that's her, she's pregnant. Did not know that she was pregnant. That was her coming out. That's a bit like I remember Beyonce when she came out with her baby.
Yes, and she dropped her belt and opened her jacket.
Yeah. So again, I didn't know a lot of the performers. I knew some of them, but not all of them. What I really liked was Silk Sonic. Sonic, yay! I love them. Bruno Mars, and I don't even know the other guy's name that sings it with him, but I love that. And
I love Bruno.
Yeah, and they're going to be coming out with an album, and they did not release any more from that album. I don't know if they have another single from that album that they have. They're going to release very soon. Obviously, we've talked about this in the past. Megan Thee Stallion, she won again.
Yes.
Even my son, get this, he's 17. He knows the latest in all the music and all who the rappers are. She said, this is one of her, at one of her speeches, she was dumbfounded. She goes, I'm a girl's girl or ladies' lady or something. And my son goes, really? You're not a ladies' lady. You're a ghetto lady.
Oh my God. Well, that's what she always says. She goes, I'm not just, say, for example, I'm not a rapper. I'm a ghetto rapper. I have to keep it real. So,
wow. That's what he said. He said that even my son said, who wants to listen to her music? Even he doesn't like her music. And here it is from a 7. I was laughing at the stuff he was saying about her. But I'm sorry, but I'm sure there's people that love her, Megan Thee Stallion, but I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of hers. So I don't know about you, but again, it's all about getting down and dirty and showing that booty. I did not understand. A lot of the performers were there singing, even they were males. They had women dancers, and they were all showing their booty. The dancers, they were doing some kind of
yeah, like we've said many times, why is it that the male performers can wear clothing and the females, if they want to be, the best of the best, they have to be half naked? It just doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense. It doesn't look good. And then the males that were performing, the dancers that they had were dressed very scantily as well. And then the moves they were doing, I was like, I wonder if Gloria is watching this, because we were laughing. The girls were down and doing what, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it. They were showing their behinds and they were like, they're dancing. Whoever came up with the routine, it was less than tasteful. That's all I can say. But the highlight of my show was not only Silk Sonic winning and singing a song, but Queen Latifah. She won Lifetime Award.
Yay!
I mean, about time too. She's been in the industry for 30 years.
No kidding.
And I was like, she looked great. They showed her when she was first early in the rapping scene, and then until now. Has she changed? Wow, she's changed a lot, but she's come a long way.
Yes.
And I loved some of the singers that came on, and what is it? What do you call that one? They paid tribute to her. So they sung one of her songs. So there were several different artists, rappers and singers, and they came up and she was all there singing along with it because obviously it's her song. But she's amazing. And for her now, she's an Equalizer. Me and Gloria both love the Equalizer.
I love that. I can't wait for it to come back.
Yes, so we love it. And she's doing great things and she's paved the way for many. So that was a good evening. I mean, BET, I liked Taraji P. Henson. Oh my goodness. She was an amazing host. Now, if you've not seen it, Gloria, Google it. Go on YouTube and look up.
I recorded it.
There you go.
And then a friend of mine told me about Lil Nas X's performance, because he did sort of like the Madonna, Britney Spears kiss at the end without anybody knowing it was coming. And there was a lot of, oh my God.
Well, I watched it and I didn't even pay attention to that. And I had no clue that had happened. So where was I?
There you go.
But watch it.
I went in, I found it and I recorded it. So I will watch it. So just so that I can see Queen. I love Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah and Taraji B. Henson, the number of outfit changes and wig changes. She was good. I have to tell you, I really liked her. She kept it lively, entertaining, and kept it going.
Excellent. Yay. Yay. So we are also great fans of the Black Panther. And I am so excited that Black Panther Wakanda Forever is hitting production. That is going to be fabulous. I don't know how they're going to, take it to the next level. If it's going to be the baby, it's going to be the new Black Panther, is it going to be the sister? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think they're going to do to keep the legacy moving forward?
I have no idea, but they're saying that they're going to make no, I'm blanking. Am I blanking? Who is the name? Who is the actor that passed away that did Black Panther? Chadwick Boseman. That's it. Oh my goodness. We're talking about Black. I can't even remember his name. Whatever they're going to do, they're going to do him proud, they said. So he's going to be proud of whatever they're going to do. But it's going to be sad not to have him there. But they started production yesterday and I'm excited to see, because I'm sure they're going to do great things with this sequel. So we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye out. Now, I am a lady that likes a gentleman that if I'm on a date, that, he gets to know me well enough to say, this is a place that I can take her and she would have a good time. Well, Ochocinco just dropped a little Twitter post or Instagram post, one of those, stating that you should never spend more than $50 on a first date. And, people are like, what do you mean $50? I mean, you can buy a couple of cups of coffee, at a high-end restaurant and spend that much. So was that just his way of saying, don't come looking for me to spend a lot of money on you until I get to know you, kind of thing? Or, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what he was thinking. What do you think?
I don't know what he was thinking. He said, yeah, if you spend more than $50 is a red flag. A red flag for what? Maybe for
A
you,
red flag
maybe
for who?
Well, I don't think he should have said that as a blanket statement for everyone, right? Maybe for
Right.
him in particular, he's probably had in the past women that have just wanted to date him for his money, but that's not everyone. So $50, I mean, what are you going to get? You're not even going to get a meal. You're going to take me to where? $50 will cover, $50 in a low-end restaurant might just cover one person. But for
Right.
two people, that's not going to cut it. I mean, why should it matter how much you spend, right?
Right.
I mean, if let's say, I don't know, I mean, was he thinking I'm thinking, was he thinking you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a good time on a date? Is that what he's thinking?
No, he has a reputation for being cheap.
Oh.
It is who he is, like so I understand that he wants ladies to know, don't come looking at me as a sugar daddy. I'm not going to spend my money on you. However, you could have kept that on the down low. And while the streets are talking and saying you're cheap, you just came out and confirmed, not only are you cheap, yes, you're unconsciously cheap, because yes, now who wants to go out with someone? And to me, I would have much preferred a man that said, before I dive in, I like to take a lady and, we get a cup of coffee or we get a pearl drink and we walk on the beach. Dude, that's under $50. But that to me says, oh, now that I know your butt is cheap, I don't even have
funny. I want to get a cup of coffee or a pearl drink.
Yes. I mean, you're just going to come out and say, I don't spend more than $50. And I don't know anyone, I was watching Daily Pop and my dude, Justin was like $50. He goes, Uber, a nice Uber is $25. What the hell is he talking about? So I don't know anyone who heard him, saw his post and thought, oh, that's sweet. Everybody thought, you're cheap, dude. You should have stayed quiet.
Well, you should have stayed quiet. And if it's only pertaining to you, then you should have stayed quiet still.
Absolutely. So all the girls that might have thought you were cute are now going, not so much.
Yeah, because a lot of girls aren't there for the money. They're just, maybe he has had women there for the money in the past, but it's the thought that counts and what you're going to do on the first date that counts and how you get to know each other.
Exactly.
Well, you've lost that chance, man.
Oh, yeah. Dead, and dead. So we also always want to do a quick little update about COVID. Here in Northern California, where we are, it's still confusing. Mask on, mask off. There's also a little bit of confusion. So they did 140 million individuals and 323 had sort of a light respiratory problem associated with the vaccine. So now people are like, oh, I can't give my child a vaccine because 323 people had a adverse reaction. Well, number one, they did not die. They had a reaction. So I think more information needs to be done about it. And, we've all been talking about the Delta variant, and the Delta variant is now in all 50 states. It's everywhere. So anyone that's going to the hospital sick right now, that's catching the virus, they have all been proven to be non-vaccinated individuals. Now, some of the doctors are saying, with the children, we want to, you give the child the first shot. And then what we want to do is we want to kind of watch it. there's no detriment where if the child gets the first shot and they wait to get the second one, that the first one is no longer valid and it's not going to work. So we know that there's some conversations about that. So Rosetta and I are going to continue to just keep an eye on that and let you know as we find out what's going on, because there's lots of, there's lots of things. But most of the people, the CDC, the medical professionals that we're all listening to are saying the same thing. It is better to be vaccinated than to not be vaccinated now. And yet there are a lot of people who believe that this is still, a foo-foo. Nobody really had it. None of the people that they showed that passed away really passed away. And so Rosetta and I just want you to make conscious decisions for yourself. Don't listen to anybody. Do your own research and do what's best for you and your family.
And then sometimes I get, like, I had one person come to me and say, well, I don't believe in this, and this is a conspiracy and everything. And there is that person wearing a mask. So
there you go.
There you go. Why are you wearing a mask then?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's crazy. It's like, okay, so you, on one side of your mouth, you're saying, oh, it's a conspiracy, it's a lie. And yet on the other side, you're shielding your face in a mask. So, I feel really sad for people who have taken a medical situation and made it completely political. So instead of someone just saying, medically, this is sound documentation, this is sound information for me to make a decision, they're having to decide, am I a good Republican? Am I a good Democrat if I don't get the shot? I mean, please, don't worry about the Democrats and the Republicans. They will be continuing long after you and I are gone. So do what's best.
Yeah, make an educated decision for yourself. But anyway, we will keep you abreast of that. And like I said, like Gloria said, some people don't know whether to keep it on, take it off. We're not sure what's happening because we know that California is, as of June the 15th, everything is open now. Just want to say that I went to the mall, Valley Fair Mall, and the signage says that if you've been fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear the mask. But if you haven't, it's under hopefully they're expecting you to be honest and wear the mask.
Right.
So they're encouraging you to wear the mask.
Yeah, well, my sister, she went to Valley Fair to the Ion movie theater. And she told me, she says, it was like a packed house, not the movie theater, the mall. She said Valley Fair is full of people. She could not believe how many people. And she goes, most of them aren't wearing masks. She goes, now, are they vaccinated? We don't know. So her and her husband, they kept their distance. I was just surprised when she said, she goes, okay, you remember when we used to go to the mall? And I go, yeah. And she goes, there are more people.
Well, I went to the mall just yesterday because I went to watch a movie.
Yay!
I went to the Icon Theater and watched a movie, Fast and Furious 9 yesterday, because it was Tuesday. Tuesday, you get cheaper tickets. So
well, next week on our chat, you're going to have to, we'll give everybody an update on what you thought of the movie.
Yeah. So I kept my distance with people, but that's what happened. And yeah, there were. Well, when I went, it wasn't as many people as your sister said.
Right. Well, we want to know what are they serving in that restaurant that's right there where people are in those long lines. It looks like a noodle house.
It's a ramen place. It's a Japanese ramen house. And it's been like that pre-COVID. Even now.
And we're trying to figure out, the food must be good because, we've gone, so we get there for the early movie, sometimes like on the weekends we used to, and we would go into the movie and we would come out. When we went in, say there was like maybe 10 or 15 people, the line is halfway down the mall, and I'm like, are they giving away free food? Are we missing something? So the food must really be good there.
It's okay. It's not as hyped up as it seems. It's decent, but it's not like for me
exceptional.
It's not exceptional that I'm going to have to wait in line for that long.
I love it. Well, next week, now we are giving you a little tidbit. We're going to talk about F9. And
Yes.
also next week, we're going to talk a little bit about Prince Harry and Prince Williams and Princess Diana's statue being dedicated and all of that. So that we'll take care of next week. So, Ellen always reminds us that, as she's working on the season 19, which is going to be her final season, that she's going to really, really, she'll be talking to someone on a Zoom, and then she'll say, 19 is my last season, and I want you here in person. So Rosetta and I, we've been trying to figure out about those free tickets and how to get to the Skybox, and we haven't figured it out yet. However, one thing we have found out is that it is going to be an amazing season because she's inviting some spectacular people to come and be in the studio in person with her.
Well, I'm going to try and figure out how we can get to go together, Gloria. Me and you go to LA together. I'm going to try and see how we can do that for the last season.
I think it would be fabulous if we can figure that out. So Ellen always, in closing her shows, she tells everyone, I feel the love in the room. I send it back to you. Go out and make it a great day. Go out and make it special. And even with the people being on Zoom and in the little monitors, you can still see the smiles on their face and how much they enjoyed this time. I don't know what the future holds for that segment, because Ellen has some pretty big shoes for someone to try and step in and fill. However, Rosetta and I, we love Ellen. We love her show, and we wish her and her entire team a fabulous season 19.
Yes, we do. And have a great vacation before that season.
Yes.
And we'll be on ready season, to go. And we'll try and get on season 19.
Absolutely.
And thank you everyone for tuning in again for our chats. Again, we're Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. Remember, tea is the word. So if you out there watching, you make tea, you love tea, or you sell tea, have a tea shop, let us know. We would love to come to your tea shop if it's in driving distance to the Bay Area. We would love to feature your tea shop and your teas in a future chat. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for returning. If you're already subscribed to our channel and love watching our chats, if you're first time, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that thumb icon to say that, to show us that you love our videos. Hit that bell notification. Can you see the bell? There you go.
There we go.
There you go. Hit that bell notification so that you'll be the first to be notified. And don't forget, remember to always
keep smiling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.